Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now a guy who played his high school ball at Miami Central, it's James Cook. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. This defense for the Dolphins, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Throwing is Allen on third. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Now, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's got room. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Report meeting. This was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Allen. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
After the turnover, it's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 37 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua on the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Here's Mostert. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
These two teams all tied after one. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Here's Allen to throw it. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Nice first down pickup there for Gabriel Davis, who really announced his presence last season. Playoff record, 4 touchdowns against Kansas City, also over 200 yards in that game. People in Buffalo really believe this guy's going to continue to develop as one of their top receivers.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
They run the counter with Cook. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now Allen. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
After the sack on first down, Allen looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing, because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All not Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. While they're able to come away with the interception, Charles, they aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To the air, Allen. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to count. That's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. Second down and goal. Tua. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Fights through him. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Tua now on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
To throw again on second down. Tua out route to Hill, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Tua. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to pass. Tua. Throw right side. Going to be caught here by Waddle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hill. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Here's Tua. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to get it back here just past the 35. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They run it again with Cook. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 66 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Allen. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. 2 now on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills will take over possession here up at the 44. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Second and 5 now. Tua. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is.
And this is going to be intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Channing Tindall in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. This is the... Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Allen going to throw. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And this returnable for Hill. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Tua going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hill. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Takes it at the 7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. And a good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Allen now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he is out of bounds yards, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On play action, here's Tua. Looking for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Goodwin able to haul it in. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Tua sets up to pass it. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Steps under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Tre'Davious White with a pick. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Here's Allen. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Throwing is Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And that will write a finish to this.